What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Welcome to Texas Podcast. Thank you for all the dead ones, all the new subscribers, all the likes, all the comments, all the feedback. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. How's everybody out there doing on this beautiful Thursday? It's kind of gloomy out here. Looks like we're gonna get some rain or thunderstorms lately here later in the day. Just had to do my video about these guys, man, because I am in the business of exposing. I do expose. I am in the business of exposing. So we got to touch on the topic of these guys. I don't know if their nature is exploitative, right? They like to exploit people for their own gain and personable, you know, gains, monetary, whatever it is. These guys like to exploit these people, exploitive. You know what I mean? They're borderline personalities. If it doesn't surround themselves around them, their agenda, you can't be around them. So how can you call yourself an advocate or a victim's people? How can you be like, oh, now I'm speaking for the victims when you were victim shaming? How can these guys speak for victims when they're victim shaming? Right? Let me break it down. Let's go back to David Mendenhall. Right? David Mendenhall and his wife Angela both got convicted of that crime. They both got convicted. Right? David Mendenhall, he went to Limestone. Angela got 10 years probation with some city time, right? They both got convicted, right? The only reason he brought Angela up to do the interview was to discredit Mendenhall. But at the same time, she got convicted for the crime as well. So if you're blaming one person, you should blame both of them, not just pick and choose who you want to be a victim and the other one deserved it. He deserved it. He deserved it. You victim shaming, man. And now you want to speak up for the victims. Now you want to be on the right path. Now you want to be the one on the white horse, the savior. Nah, man, it can't roll like that. I'm going to make it my agenda just to continue exposing you guys for what y'all really are. And I'm using y'all's own self. I'm using y'all against y'all's own self. Whatever y'all actions and y'all speak about, and that's the only thing I'm using against y'all. Facts. So if you want to use anything against me, go find facts. Go find facts. Like I attack you with facts, your personal actions, whatever comes out of your mouth. Let me see. Let me pull up the definition of borderline personality. Let me see. And let's see if this guy fits any of these. Let's see. I can't put that one on. Let me get this one out of here. Put this one up here. Put that one there. Put this one there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It says people with borderline personality may experience intense mood swings and feel uncertainty about how they see themselves. Their feelings for others can change quickly and swing from extreme closeness to extreme dislike. These changing feelings can lead to unstable relationships and emotional pain. But let's break down this guy. These borderline personalities, right? He's so insecure of himself that he has to create this persona of him being a stomped down dude instead of being a square dude, right? Ain't nothing wrong with being a square dude. If I could take it back, man, I'd be a square dude any day of the week. But I guess it's cool to be the cool. I guess it's cool to be the tough guy. Everybody wants to be the tough guy. So when you're living with these personas, man, it's borderline because now you're trying to be somebody you're not, right? And let's see, their feelings for others change quickly and swing from extreme closeness to extreme dislike. Well, another perfect example. How hard was this guy writing for Mark? How hard was he writing for Mark? Mark's innocent. Mark's this. Mark's the saint. And all of a sudden, like a flip of a switch, he hates Mark. Mark's the deviant. Mark's the deviant. All right. They were real close. And now they're extreme dislike each other. And let's read into a little bit more. These changing feelings can lead to unstable relationships and emotional pain. Well, fuck, it seems like every relationship that guy's built or tries to put together, he got everybody fighting amongst each other. It makes sense, don't it? It makes sense. And let's see what let's look up the definition of exploitative person. Because a self-centered, self-egoistic, an exploitative person, uh, it's all the same thing, right? It's a me, 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 me. I'm the center of attention. I'm the center of attention. Everybody else is just a bystander. You're in my world. You're in my world, right? And not realizing that fuck, it's everybody's world. You're just a pea brain stuck in your own mind. You know, you've made this delusional mind of who you are, and in reality, that's not who you are, man. You should have just came onto the scene like a humble man of who you really are. You should have came on here being a square person, right? Not somebody you're not. Because it makes you look like you have mental health, man. Like you're borderline disorder. And that's bad, man. That's bad. So how can you catch yourself saying you're on the right side now, man? While you've been on the dark side all this time. And your energy is not gonna let you do good. You're an evil rotten apple. And all you're doing is passing that rotten apple to get everybody else rotten like you. And some people like it, some people don't. Some people are just too dumb to even understand what's going on, that they're just a pawn in your game. That's all it is. It's your game. You want to control the game, the narrative, but you can't control mine. You see, I'm going to be that splinter in your hand that you can't remove. I'm gonna be that fucking thorn. You think that everything you did to me and said to me, that I'm just gonna let that shit go under the bridge? Fuck no, man. I'm gonna do everything I can to watch your fucking demise. Anything, right? Because that's what you deserve. A person like you deserves to be shut down. And I'm going to do it. If even if I get one, two, three people to watch, I'm going to be spewing my news about you every fucking day. Every fucking day, man. And just wait. This is just the fucking beginning. I got something for your bitch ass. Just wait. Just wait. When it hits you, don't be looking stupid. Don't be looking fucking stupid. I'm tired of your ass. And like I said, sometimes it takes people from your past to get you in place. So you and every other cocksucker that was over there riding high, talking bad about me, smutting me up, y'all gonna get a pass, right? Because I'm going for the head. And whatever's after I'm fucked up with the head, y'all can have it, right? Because now I'm on your ass, boy. I'm going to be on your ass. If I do, I guess I'm going to have to sit here every time I come out here and burn me one, right? I'm gonna do me a lie and just talk shit about you, my boy. Just you. I don't even give a fuck about Mark no more. It's just you. It's just gonna be me and you holding hands. Just me and you, man. I just got you on my eyesight now. You're my target from now on. Fuck everybody else. And I'm gonna use your own actions and your own fucking words against you. You looking bad already as it is. You're looking bad as it is. Because as a leader, to backtrack, I'm surprised one of your flunkies didn't say, man, fuck you, man. I ain't rocking with you no more. That's a bitch move. Because they ain't those dudes that you're following aren't some real dudes either. They're followers. They need guidance. So they found some dumb fuck idiot that calls himself a leader and they fall for it. Right? Because they're gullible and they're dumbfounded and they just don't know what's going on. So they surround themselves. Right? He's the leader. It's like that fucking Mark. Y'all ever seen the Rick and Morty when Rick has his kids and they're all the unwanted. He builds a factory and all the unwantables start going out the end. That's who you got. You got all the unwantables. That's your team. The unwantables. Nobody wants them. Not even their own fucking families. So birds of a feather flock together. Right? If you're this type of character online, it can't be no persona. It can't be no persona. That's who that's who your truly nature is. You probably got your little kids bickering because they want their phones. Dad, give me my phones. No, I need a troll. I need a troll. I need a troll on YouTube. Dad, but we're in summer school. We need the phones. We need to play. Give those phones that your mom bought for them, give them back their phones. Stop using up their phones to fit your agenda to make you feel like you're the GOAT. You're not the GOAT. You're a bottom feeder. A bottom feeder. That's what you are, and you're gonna get exposed for it. You're not got you talk real highly of yourself, man. You're self-centered, egoistic, exploitative person, self-centered, narcissist, delusional, borderline personality disorder. Probably if I was a betting man, I kind of bet you're on the spectrum. You're kind of borderline spectrum. The way you do your facial gestures, the way it's like you got some dumbfound looks sometimes, man, like a fucking deer in the headlight look. And those just come from being on the spectrum. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. I, I I'm not gonna knock you down because you're borderline spectrum. Be an advocate for that. You got a lot of history, and you can relate to a lot of people with that borderline spectrum. But as far as speaking up for the victims, I don't think that fits you, my boy. I don't think that fits you. I don't think that's your type of tea. With comments of saying, "Who cares what the black man did to the white man in prison?" Well, fuck, the white man was majority of the victims, my boy. But now you're trying to get on the horse, on the white horse, and parade like you're the savior. Makes no fucking sense to me, man. It makes no sense, right? But that's YouTube for y'all guys. That's YouTube. That's YouTube. Me, I'm into exposing. I'm in the business of exposing. I do it with facts. So get ready. No, and for everybody that's leaving me comments to leave it alone, move on. No, no. No, no. You want me out the picture, pay me. I'll leave. Until then, you're gonna have to put up with it. All right? You're just gonna have to put up with it. I'm gonna be that fucking beaner on the I'm gonna be that beaner on the side, on the back of your neck. And I think that even makes it worse, all right? That a fucking Chicano put you in your place, got you feeling some type of way, got you going Alpasia like Jada Pinkett. You're looking like Jada Pinkett now. Ooh, man, I got you stressing, boy. I got you stressing. I thought I had bad health, man. You need to sit there and get you that road game, my boy, or go LeBron style. Get that shit spray painted on there. You big bag money, ain't you? Go do that. Or get you some implants. Ain't you a big bag? Big bag take little bag. Go get you some hair implants. Get you some dreads like your boy Dirty Dreads. Y'all can be the Manili brothers. The Millie Manili brothers. Do 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 do. Y'all can be them boys. Do some content like that. Guarantee you blow up. Y'all could probably even lip sync too. Everybody does. So you should have just stayed on your side of town. You should have continued defending Mark. That fits you a little bit better, man. That fits your agenda. That fits your character. You're not a caring person. You don't care what happens to the next man. You don't care what happens to your own kind. So it doesn't fit you, my boy. Being on the right side of tracks don't fit you. Even through you've never been on the wrong side of tracks, right? You- Instead of being a square, you want to come on here and be a 5-star general, a heartless felon. Fill it up. Instead of being, you know what, man, I'm not about that life, man. I'm intrigued. I'm interested, I would like to learn. Nah, you want to be the leader. You want to be the leader of the Terror Dome. I got my Terror Dome soldiers with me. This is some shit that y'all have made up and y'all ran with it, man. That's how gullible fucking YouTube is, man. I'm not saying there's not no stomp down dude. I'm pretty sure there is. But just because they're stomped down doesn't mean they're not followers. Like I said, there's a lot more followers in this world than there is leaders. You see, not everybody's meant to be a leader. Fuck, I don't want to be the leader. I don't. They can keep that spot. I don't want to be no leader. I don't. It's too much of a headache. It comes with too much responsibilities, right? I would choose to pass on it. I'd pass. I'm happy being a spoke on the wheel. I'm happy. I don't want to be the whole rim. I'm happy being the spoke. You know what I mean? I'm happy. You know, a lot of us have leadership material, but we choose not to. We choose not to, man. Because if you've been in that role, you know what it comes with. The responsibilities of other people's freedoms and lives in your hands, it's a headache. You already have to deal with your life and freedom, and let alone a handful of guys that you love. You know what I mean? I loved my homeboys. I loved them. So I wouldn't send my homeboys to do crash dummy missions like this Dante. But see, what I noticed what Dante does with people he really doesn't like, he sends them on kamikaze missions. Like Just Jay, he doesn't really agree with Just Jay, right? Because NS hates the alphabet community. NS hates the alphabet community, right? So Dante has to please NS, right? So at the same time, he befriends Just Jay, puts the batteries in his back, and sends him like a kamikaze, right? Because if he succeeds, well, then he succeeds. If he doesn't, well, fucking, I didn't like Just Jay to begin with. He didn't fit my agenda. And that's fucked up. Everybody's a fucking pawn in this guy's game for his own agenda, his own gain. He's exploitative person for his own gains. Self-centered, narcissist, self-preservation. You think if this guy had the chance to save you, he would? Fuck no. He's hightailing out of that motherfucker and leaving your bitch ass behind, knowing that the possibility he could have probably saved you. And you think that's gonna weigh on his conscience? Fuck no. He's gonna forget about it and say, hey, better you than me. There's other people that would have said, man, look, I'm gonna take the chance. Fuck it. We both gonna make it out of this bitch, or fuck it. It is what it is. But he don't have the common denominator, which is love or empathy or even giving a fuck about the next man. Because it's all about me. Me, 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 me. Look at me, look at me, look at me. It's all about him. And everybody that surrounds themselves around this guy, y'all are just building a monster, a egoistic monster. That at the end of the day, if it's you or him, it's going to be you. And all this time, you put your loyalty into him, right? Oh, we love Dante. Dante's the GOAT. Dante's the GOAT. Everybody that he put together has come apart, going at it against each other. And they were all for the one that the common denominator was to defend Mark's integrity. You know, Mark ain't that type of dude. But in reality, he is, right? Now you want to come and jump the bandwagon and say, no, Mark held the family hostage with the Photoshop picture. Mark's holding, like trying to make fake content, man. If you really want to be for the victims, find the real victims of Mark. Find the real victims. Don't find or make up fake victims. Don't do that. Find them. And then you can call yourself a people for the victims. But for right now, you look like a money hungry little dwarf, a little hungry little man that you flip flopped. You went from being a top to being a bottom. You went from being a top to a bottom. I don't know, man. I'm glad, man. And, people got to start living by that Scarface world, man. They got by the Scarface. All I got in this world is my balls and my word, man. And I don't break them for nobody. There's not too many of those men left over, man. I tell you what it is, and I stick to my guns. I don't break my balls for anybody, right? But a lot of these guys, they kind of they break the politics to fit them, right? It's just I love it, man. I love it. To me, it's I'm going to be back into the exposing business. I'm getting back into the exposing business, man. I do pretty good in the exposing business. I bring pretty good facts. I just need to start dwelling into these guys' life deep down, and let's see what I can pull out the rabbit's ass. Because it's going to be like Mr. Rogers, going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Fuck PBS. They got, fuck Sesame Street too, man. They got them fruity cups now on Sesame Street. Them motherfuckers need to be banned, taken off the air. Or fuck it, just run it on the Dante Show network over there. Run that shit over there. All that shit that's trash needs to be ran over there, man. What happened? What happened? I thought they were going to start doing, I thought they were going to start ramping up production. Nobody's production. No lives, no videos. What happened, man? I thought they were onto some hot topic. It sounded like fucking crickets last night. All I could hear was crickets. Nothing going on. Nobody had anything to spew out last night. No new Photoshop. No what? Nothing. It sounded like nothing but a bunch of fucking crickets last night. I didn't hear a motherfucking peep. Or is it because I'm? Is it? Is it? Am I nailing the darts bullseye? Is the little Cinderella slipper fitting? I'm not gonna let it go, man. I'm not gonna let it go. I'm gonna be that fucking thorn, that little jalapeno stuck up in your ass. I'm gonna be that little jalapeno you put up in there. That's me. So put on y'all little mask y'all made about me. Y'all know y'all those masks y'all made about me. Put them on, cause I'm back. Like Jason Voorhees, I'm back. Put that fucking mask on. I'm back. All right. Just like Jason Voorhees. I'm back. Right. And I'm back with the fucking vengeance. It's summertime. And it's time for summer camp. So that's, oh yeah, you're right. You're right about that, Jay Chambers. It is, man. See, I lived with the saying, all money ain't good money, man. And if I have to go without eating for a couple of days, well then so be it, man. Cause all money ain't good money, man. You know, I've been hungry before. I can go hungry a couple of days, hey, until something comes around. Fuck it. All money ain't good money. Right? But everybody wants to have that full tummy. Everybody wants to be uh they want to have that toothpick hanging out at all times, rubbing their belly, you know? They like that feeling of hoarding and having more than the next man. And there's nothing wrong with having next than the next man, but on the way how you get it, you know, if you use manipulation, deception, exploitative tactics to gain your monetary gain, but that's fucked up, man. You might as well be a pimp, an exploiter, because that's what you're doing. You're no different than what Mark was doing to them white boys. You're no different. You are running the Dante Boo game. That's your game. You're no different than what Mark was doing to them people. So how can you sit there and try to speak up for the victims? How? If you yourself is doing the same thing Mark is doing, exploiting, manipulation, deception, offer your own self-monetary gain. And then when you do get that monetary gain, you decide to give it to people you rock with crumbles. You give him peanuts. So you're no different than Mark, man. When it comes when you break it down and you look at your deception of what you're doing on your network, I'm gonna hurt you, boy. And it's your own actions and your own words. Keep it up. You're gonna be the new content. You gave great content, very good content. I couldn't fucking wait. I couldn't wait to get up in this morning and do my content this morning. Continue to do your videos where you can continue to give me content. I'm gonna dissect you like a insect, like a turtle in a seventh or eighth grade biology class, right? We're gonna dissect it. We're gonna pull out each little organ and go through and label it and be like, this is that. That's what we're gonna do. You're gonna be the experiment. Oh shit, I still squeeze my oh man. Fucking I done squeezed my nutsack with my other nutsack trying to move. Oh shit. That sure hurts, man. Fuck. Oh fuck. Son of a biscuits. So man, continue to do your videos, man, because they're very interesting. I get to see who you really are, your true nature, your true character. And all I can do is as a subscriber, and as a YouTube watcher, is react to this content that you do such amazing work on. Grammy, I mean, I gotta admit, I I don't ask why NBC would be interested in your work. I I don't ask. I see, pretty good work. Keep it up. Maybe the other networks will pick up the story. FX, BET, who knows? You might be the next drink champs. You and your crew of finely characters you have assembled. It's like I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of misfits you got you done was able to group together and build the band. The band's back together, boys. Y'all need to get Mark, man. Y'all need to get Mark. Mark's the lead singer, man. Y'all need him back in the band. Y'all need to get the band back together. I can't just let Mark out there by himself, man, and start attacking Mark. That's y'all's band member, man. Open the door and welcome Mark back in with open arms. Come on, daddy. Let him in. He done switched from being a top to a bottom anyways. Mark don't mind. Mark flip-flops too. Mark flip-flops too. That's why birds of a feather flock together. Ah, man, man, there's no more sticking to your word, man. Sticking to your guns. Ain't no more of that around this time no more, man. No more. It's gone. It's a dying breed. Now you got guys like Dante, man, that in reality they just need a hug from their father. They need a hug from their dad. They need a little pat on the back and say, "You did it, champ." It's like Adam Sandler and boy, he got he has to be he has to relive his life like a little 10-year-old boy with his father for him to snap out of it. Go do like what's the quarterback did What's the fucking guy? Fucking from the Packers, man. Go drink you some ayahuasca, man, and let your trauma and abuse go, man. Because like I said, the tactics you use, your manipulation, your exploitative tactics, your self deception, is no different than what Mark was doing to the boy. If you break it down, your tactics, it's no different than what Mark was doing. You manipulating the situation. Just like how Hip said Mark will get his boys to fight. That's what you do. You get your guys to fight amongst each other, and you sit back and enjoy the show. Same thing Mark was doing, right? Same thing Mark was doing. Mark like getting his rocks off by watching his boys fight for the love of him. No, who's sleeping with Mark tonight? No, I'm not. And that's what you're doing over there with them. Who's Dante gonna favor? Who's Dante gonna let borrow the StreamYard? Who's gonna get Dante's praises today? And there goes Dante. Hey, well, y'all fight for it. Best man gets to kick it with me. Ain't no different. Your tactics ain't no different than what Mark was doing on the boot game. You got your own boot game, right? And the sad part about it is that you use it on your own people that are supposed to be your friends. You manipulate them. You manipulate them. For what? To exploit them for your own personal monetary gain. Ain't that a bitch? This is your character. This is what you've been presenting to the audience. But I think nobody has really called you out on it, man. You were too busy defending Mark and everybody was writing your telco, right? Mark this, Mark's the savior. Mark. But all along, y'all got the same tactics, man. Egoistic, self-centered, exploitative. What was Mark doing it for? Mark was doing it for to grease them boys up and zuzus and wham whams. Why are you doing it for? You're doing it for views and money. Same shit, man. The same fucking exploitative tactics that Mark would use, you're using them on your audience and subscribers and your so-called friends. That's a fucking, I don't know, man. And I know I'm not the only one that sees it, man, because I've talked to people on the phone and they see the same shit I see. Right? So when I talk to this person on the phone, they just validated, man, that what I'm doing is right. So it just gave me more of a fucking boost. You know what I mean? Because the person that validated, man, that in reality I was looking for some kind of validation from him. So now I'm back on your ass. Right? I have to be, man. I gotta finish what I set out to start. I've never been a quitter in my life. Uh, was I overwhelmed? Yes. Yes. Did I want to give up? Yes. Yes. But all it takes is validation from somebody to say, hey, man, what you were doing was right. You don't need to hear it from multiple people, man. All you got to do is hear it from somebody that it matters, right? You have to hear from somebody that matters, right? And if one person tells you it's okay, that's all you need, man. That gives you the momentum in the gas, the energy, the momentum to be like, man, you're right. These guys need to be exposed for who they really are. Like I said, man, that tactics that you run over there at that show is no different than when Mark and JG were running on them poor white boys, the boo game. It's that simple. Break it down. Break it down. I just broke it down for you. You're doing nothing but exploitative tactics, right? Everything has to surround you. Everything has to evolve around you. You have made it to where you surrounded yourself with people that accepted that position. Flunkies. They've accepted they're not going to be better than you. They don't want to be better than you. They feel like they can't be better than you because you done manipulated them so much to think that you're on a totem pole they can't reach, knowing that it's just a fucking facade. This Mexican's going to show you it's all a facade. And fucking them backyard, them fucking what do you call them fucking screenshots that you use when you're fucking on StreamYard? Come on, man. You can see the fucking blurriness where you can see the fucking like that ain't your motherfucking garage, bro, with that fucking charger parked in the same spot every time. Every time that fucking charger is parked in the same spot. That motherfucking car hasn't moved. Do you drive that bitch? That fucking Charger or Challenger or Scat Pack, every time you pop that motherfucker on the street, it's in the same fucking spot. Not a dust on it. And then you got, and then you got Mark doing the same shit over there, showing the sky a background of a mansion. Get off the gas, man. Get off the fucking gas. Get off the gas. Come on, man. And you can see that bitch ass. You need to Photoshop the black fan. Take it out the Photoshop. Dusty ass black fan on the fucking cover. Come on, bro. Let's keep it a hundo. That red Scat Pack ain't fucking moved, man. And it still got the same shine from the dealership. You must be wiping it down every day. Man, these guys, man. I guess I, I, I should have been concentrating on you. You're the content. And you're the one with the big old followers. You're the content. Fuck Mark. You're the great content. Right. You want to do the right thing now. You all of a sudden you ate something spicy and now you want to do the right thing. You like Spike Lee. No, you must have watched Spike Lee that night. That Spike Lee got you doing the right thing. Radio Raheem. Where's Radio Raheem at? He got you doing the right thing, huh? All of a sudden you woke up. Why couldn't you do the right thing when I reached out to you with tips, right? Why couldn't you do the right thing when I reached out to you with Hips and said, hey, man, I found Hips. He's talking some wild shit about Mark. He's saying some wild shit that Mark had his meat in him. Or there was a lot of meats in people's mouths in Limestone. I had somebody to verify it for you. Right. But what did you do? What did you do when I brought you Hips? What did you do? You didn't want to know the truth. You weren't for the victims in. You weren't for the victims. What did you say? You went on to spinning off the narrative that I called you and I told you I was going to take you down and I was going to do this and now I do. Now I fucking do. Now I do. Now I do. Everything that you said that I wanted to do to you at the beginning, which was lies, now you can say it's true. Now I really want to do it. Because I came at your bitch ass like a friend. I didn't come at you as a foe. I said, oh man, maybe this guy wants to do the right thing, right? Maybe he wants to help the victims and be a good platform, right? Can you imagine where your platform would have gone? Your platform would have skyrocketed, man. And mine would have skyrocketed as well, right? But you didn't want that. You didn't want that. What did you do? This is what you did. This is where we're at now because of your actions. But it could have been totally different, right? Man, your shit could have been booming. My shit could have been booming. But you just didn't want to share the spot, the limelight with the Mexican. Somebody that outdid you, right? And is going to continue to outdo you. Just wait. I don't care about views or subscribers, man. As long as my voice gets to hear, it's up to be the people, man. It's going to be up to them. I'm just a messenger, man. I'm just a messenger. And I'm not doing nothing bad. I'm not manipulating anybody, man. I'm not exploiting anybody. I'm not self-centered, right? This does not evolve or revolve around me. It's not about me. I never made it about me. I made it about them poor white dudes getting their shit torn up, right? Let's talk about them dudes. Help them out. Help them out, man. No, your shit could have. Your shit could have. Man, your shit, your platform. What you're trying to do now, if you would have did it from the beginning, your platform would have skyrocketed, my boy. Everybody that was having doubts about you before, man, you could have shut them up and you could have skyrocketed with doing the right thing. What you're trying to do now, but now it just looks like a bitch move, right? Because you had the opportunity. I gave you the opportunity when I reached out to you, man. I reached out to you like a friend. I reached out to you like, hey, my name's Noel, man. I watch your show and, I've been watching it and I got intrigued and I found hips. What did your egoistic self narcissist? Oh, this Mexican ain't going to outdo me. Who the fuck is this guy? He just came out of nowhere. The David and Goliath syndrome, right? The old David and Goliath syndrome. A lot of people were intrigued with you at first because you would talk about God. God this, God that. But God punishes people and humbles people, man, when he plays with them. When you play with God, man, and you say you're doing this for this and that, and God, and in your heart, it's not really meant for that, God will humble you, man. That's why don't play with God, man. Don't play with God. When I say God put it on my lap, I felt he put it on my lap, man. He made too many things for me to find, right? And so easily available for me to find them and bring it to the masses. What you're trying to do now, right? What you're trying to do is bring the facts to the masses. I did it, right? I did it. I did it because God put it in me to speak up for the victims. Help the white boys out, man. Even through the white man hates you, don't be like the white man. Show them that you do care about them people. Even through the white man sees you as the immigrant, get out of here. Just because they see me like that doesn't mean I have to see them that way. Doesn't mean I have to see them in a negative way, man. But I never sit there and I read the Bible and say, hey, let's hold verses. Let's talk about the Bible, like you did many times. So you bamboozled a lot of your followers to believe that you were on this holy roller coaster. Fake prophecy, right? Just for your own gains, man. Yourself exploiting any kind of angle for your own self monetary gain. If it's the Christian role, let me exploit that. Let's see how many uh people and followers I can get in a and now you're trying to exploit the victims of Mark, right? Instead of speaking up for them from the beginning, now you're like, oh, Mark didn't do it. Mark's in it. Mark. You could have been the voice for them, man. Having such a big platform, but no, right? What did you do when I reached out to you? Doxing me, right? You started doxing me. You started making up allegations. Didn't even do your homework. Didn't bring no facts. It was all a smut campaign, right? No facts. No fucking facts. This, that, Noel this, Noel that. Now Mark, all of a sudden Mark's an apex predator. A fucking shark, top of the food chain. But this is the same type of guy that you were inviting to your cookouts. Saying Mark's not that type of guy, you know. Mark Saint. Mark's a good guy. Victim shaming, right? Like the girl asked for it, right? The girl was wearing something so productive, so provocative that she basically asked for it, right? So that's the same thing Dante sees these white dudes. Victim shaming, right? Oh, they ran up a depth. They ran up a depth. They put themselves there. So it's like a female going out to the club wearing something provocative, and just because she's having a good time, she deserves something bad to happen to her. So the same thing with the dude, right? The dude goes to prison, he racks up a debt. So now, just because he racks up a debt, it's victim shaming the dude. Like I said, man, there's plenty of ways. I've been in prison. There's plenty of ways of clearing a debt without taking somebody's ass. There's plenty of ways of clearing a debt. Everybody has a way without having to be paying in sexual favors. They can clean the cell. They can hold this, hold that. Or if I used to like having breakfast for when I was in prison, I used to like having breakfast for dinner, right? And it was sausage and scrambled egg and pancakes for dinner. So they would do that one day out of the week. And I love breakfast. So I breakfast for dinner, I was looking for people who would give me that, right? Some people wouldn't want that. They'd be like, man, that's breakfast food. I don't want to eat that shit. But I would. So there's kind of ways, there's meals and there's certain things, man, that you can get a debt clear, right? A dude can hold something for you. Be like, look, you better not open it, man, because if you open it, you're gonna get in more trouble than what you already fucking are. Hold it and leave it alone. I'll come pick it up, when I want, or I'll let you know to bring it to me. There's plenty of stuff, man. Or the dude, or the dude be like, look, I'm gonna send money to your books, and I need you to go to the store for me. Use him as a mule. Use him for whatever other person other than a sexual favor. There's other ways, man. Because if you break down the same tactics Dante uses on his audience and subscribers and his so-called friends, it's all manipulation tactics, egoistic, exploitative, all for self-monetary gain. The only one that's getting probably any kind of money is probably June. But they share all the same StreamYard. All they do is give the account and password to one each other. Here, you go on there, you go on there, you go on there. It's all a deception, man. Fugazi. I don't know. That what is it? A scat pack? That's a pretty nice scat pack, man. That's a pretty nice scat pack you got there. Man, how can people be so fucking fake, man? And not expect people to call you out on it. But what are you gonna say? Is it because you're black? I'm attacking you? Is that what you're gonna say? And that's why everybody else that's on your team goes, oh man, fuck that Mexican. But this Mexican come with nothing but the facts and truth. I don't come up with no false shit. I don't. Everything I'm everything that I'm speaking about you two guys is your own actions and own words. If you're gonna get mad at me for putting the message out there, get mad at yourself for doing it and speaking of it. Not me. I'm just gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna put your feet to the fire. Isn't that you said what you were gonna do to Mark? No, but you gotta look at the borderline personalities. Experience mood swings and feel uncertainty about how they see themselves. Dante's not happy seeing himself being a square dude, right? That's never been to prison. He's never put in the work. He's probably never shot a gun. He's never sold any kind of street pharmaceuticals. He's not about that life. So he's not happy. He's not happy as he really sees himself, right? Because he wants to portray himself like he's this real stomped down dude, like he's a 5-star general, a heartless felon, you know, 3, 4, 5 teardrops on his face. Okay, he's not happy who he really is. He's a square. Okay, let's just be that's just one right there. Like I'm just going. Let's just go based off the reading here, and I'll break you down. Right? He's not happy who he is, so he has to portray and sell this persona of being a tough guy. So if he's acting and trying to sell this persona, then in reality he's not happy who he really is. Right? It's like Just Jay. Just Jay dresses up in the persona because he really wants to be a woman. Right? He's not happy with himself. So he has to see himself putting on makeup and beauty himself up. Now he feels like a Barbie. Now he feels like himself. But when he's out of costume, he hates himself. He hates being a man. He'd rather see himself look in the mirror as a dolled up princess riding a little pink pony, right? Same thing with Dante. Instead of Dante seeing himself like a square, somebody that probably graduated or probably finished school, uh, nothing wrong with that. He rather wants the world to see him as a fuck up. That's one thing I hate about this world. I hate the world to look at me like a fuck up. They look at me, my body all tatted up. my arms, my neck, and that's already a red flag. You know what I mean? That gives them a red flag. They're already stereotyping me, right? My tattoos are not fucking colored. They're not fucking designs. They're not, oh, that's art. No, it's fucking prison tattoos. And people can tell. I would have rather been a fucking square. Okay, so he's not happy with himself. Okay. Their feelings for others can change quickly and swing from extreme closeness to extreme dislike. These changes, okay? What? How hard was he writing for Mark? Fuck, he loved Mark. Now he hates Mark. Now Mark's an apex predator overnight. But here I was from the beginning telling you what Mark was, and you chose to ignore it, discredit me, smut me up. All for what? To look like a flip flopper? That's borderline personality, man. All the people he has united on his panel have come for one cause, to prove Mark was innocent, right? Now, them same people he has united are at each other's throats. And that's conflict that he created, right? And he sits back and exploits it and gains monetary, right? Off exploiting his own people. When I say his own people, I don't say black people. I say his people he's done assembled, his crew, his own crew, his people. He puts his own people, well, like how Mark, like Hips, like according to Hips would say that Mark would love putting his boys to fight against each other. And that was, he got his kicks off of that. So what does Dante do? He puts y'all together. He puts God Soldier and Just Jay for they can fight and argue, right? And there, what is fucking Spectrum laugh. And everybody's too stupid to see his tactics. Ain't no different than what the tactic Mark was doing on the Boo game, right? Yeah, no, man, I don't, you know, they've apologized to me numerous times, man, numerous times. One time he said that the phone number was not his number. Uh, he deleted that number. He didn't have that number. So apparently I was able to fucking I guess get the same number that he had and message myself, right? All this and people were so fucking dumb to believe it. Yeah, yeah, you text message yourself. You did that. I'm like, so you're saying I went out of the fucking way and I was lucky enough to get the same number he had from Detroit. Man, fucking that kid, I should have got the lottery. That's one level luck. Like, oh fuck. I'm able to get the same number that I want to use for my own agenda to spend my own tail. I'm lucky enough to get the same phone. Wow. I must be a lucky man. Right. So all those text messages that he sent me, oh, I apologize for your health, man. My bad. Woo, woo, woo. It was all fake, right? It was all just for the moment. Try to make himself feel like, oh, maybe I can put an okey doke on this guy. Maybe this guy will stop it. I'm just speaking. If you got facts about me, man, bring the facts. I mean, bring facts. Bring facts. Don't bring half stories. Don't bring uh allegations. Bring facts. If you can bring facts, I'm more than I've been an open book all this time that I've been with y'all, man. But I'm not gonna sit there and entertain non-facts. I'm not. I'm not gonna sit there and argue with something that's not true. I'm not gonna pay it no mind. Now, if you bring facts, and I know they're facts, man, I sit there and I'll be like, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why? Because they're facts, right? Anybody with the right mind can pull it up and pop it up and be like, hey, this you, this you, this look, this. but facts. It's going to be hard to, man, because that's not their cup of tea. Their cup of tea is not running with the truth. Because I gave him the opportunity, right? About a year ago, I gave him an opportunity to do the right thing. Why didn't you want to do the right thing back then? Why? If you sit back and think, man, your fucking platform would have skyrocketed, man. At the end of the day, you're doing the same thing. You threw Mark under the bus. Your platform would have skyrocketed, man. Oh, Dante's back. The real Dante back. The guy that's speaking for the truth. He's back. Everybody that was having doubts about you, my boy, you would have put them all to sleep. But you didn't want to share the limelight, right? You didn't want somebody to be equal. You didn't want somebody to sit next to you. You wanted to be the only one at the end of the table. Instead of saying, you know what, man, you did some pretty good work, man. I can invite you to my table, man. You did some pretty good work. Instead, you doubled down. You went on a smut campaign. You did everything you could feasible in your mind, right? And I'm still fucking here. You're not as smart as you think you are. There's a lot more sharper knives in that drawer of yours than just yours. You might be a sharp knife, but you're not the sharpest knife in the drawer. The thing is that you've surrounded yourself with people that are not too smart. The only one is NS, and that's why you listen to NS. NS is your voice of reasoning, right? He makes you realize and open up your eyes, right? So NS is the only one that you feel is somewhat equal, if not superior to you. Everybody else, you feel you're superior to them. Everybody else. The only one, and maybe even be humble. Be humble. You give you be humble's a little bit more smarter than you. He's a little bit more, but be humble knows his place. He doesn't try to overstep or try to dethrone you. There's a couple of people that are a little bit, you know, sharper than what you are, and you know they are. I can see it. You can see it. And that's why you put it. That's why you get in your place. Everybody else you can run around. Everybody else you run around. Everybody else. And I see and I know who you really are, who you truly really are, right? And that's why it bothers you. You even said it, right? I'm the only one that's ever gotten to you. You've been doing content creation for so much, but Noel's the only one that's gotten to me. Shit, I made you go out page you, right? Stressing. Yeah, it is, man. But see, that's why